Did you see what 6ix9ine said about how 6ix9ine was tripping about
it being our culture?
Yeah. What was your take on that?
Well, hip hop is Spanish culture. I mean, nigga, no.
I don't think hip hop is Spanish culture, but I think it's for everybody.
What?
Everybody.
Some aspects of it, right? Nah, I wouldn't say like it's for everybody. Now, you feel me? Let's not go that far.
Well,
you
I don't know what encompasses everybody for you. I just mean nationality.
I think now it's for everybody.
Hell nah. And hell nah.
Who's it now?
Listen, if we say that it's for everybody, right?
It is.
And then we say, okay, that these, these, when the colonizer come into the space, right? Like, for example, there are, let's say, like some white rappers who this is just a play for them. Meaning, like, these dudes is coming in with the pure agenda of, bro, I ain't never lived this experience. I don't even like hip hop. I'm just doing this. You feel me? Like, it's just a pure bag for me, right? So we don't want to say it's for everybody because it's still black culture, right? It's still, it's still for us, by us.
So
right?
You don't think it's about street culture more as it is black culture?
Oh, would I say no, right? Because
no what?
I don't think it's just so I don't think that hip hop is street culture in 2023. No.
What is it then?
It's black culture.
How so?
It's like how we talk. Yeah, right. Look, right. So look, right. Like, it's how we talk. Like, for example, like the lingo is just not some street hood gangster shit. No, right? Like that's like
that shit's out lingo. Or what? Huh? I said that shit's dead or what? It's out. Gang shit's out.
Nah, it's not.
Nah, right, bro. Hey, right. So look, I feel like the lingo is more so like an inner city urban thing, opposed to who hopped off the porch. Right? So, right. So like again, and if that's our lingo, how we dress, how we talk, our mannerism.
But what if we're neighbors and we're on the same shit? So wouldn't it be our shit, not just a black person's thing?
Absolutely no, right? Because yeah, right. Here, right. So look, though,
that's lit. I like it.
Right. So look, so it's absolutely like not right because if you are, like let's say like you lived and grew up in the same communities as African Americans or like as like black folks, right? And you are imitating their speech patterns, their mannerism, how they dress. Yes, you are born in that space, but you are just imitating what they're doing. So it's not yours. Is it imitating
or is it acclimating to my environment? And what's the difference?
If you are acclimating or imitating, you're still choosing something to join up on. You see what I'm saying? So it just depends. Like I feel like it is like all right. I feel like it is definitely black culture, but it's a lot of Spanish dudes that grew up amongst us. So it's like.
So like in South Central, for instance, especially me, because I'm from here in LA, it's black and Mexican with maybe a couple Asians, a couple whites, right? But it's like the same, like I don't know exactly the fucking, what do you call it? The consensus of exactly how many citizens of each minority are there, right? But wouldn't you say at that point it's just street gang culture as opposed to one or the other?
I feel like the gang life, yes. But like when it extends to other things that like make up the culture, which is like the music, right? Like the
well, it can't be fashion, right? Because all the fashion people are from Europe. All we care about is high end fashion, and that's all European. So let's cancel out the fashion. So what's left?
Not.
Yeah.
Huh? Not right now, because look, here,
it don't matter where something is made. How you wear it is something totally
different.
Exactly. Yeah,
right.
Because Tommy Hilfiger made Tommy Hilfiger.
And he don't like niggas.
Raekwon, he do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, Raekwon wore that shit. Aaliyah wore it. Yeah. They ain't wear it the way he designed it, but they wore it.
Yeah. Well, how did he design it?
He designed it for niggas who play polo, who ride horses and go to country clubs. But niggas in hip hop wore it a certain way.
The Negroes took over.
I don't know. I feel like that's a slight stretch.
And began to like, how though, right? And if let's say this, right?
If someone sells khakis and motherfucking polos, and I'm wearing khakis and motherfucking polos, how is that different?
Sure. So look, wouldn't you say though that khakis and polo and how like a prep school kid, how they wear it is a tad bit different than how let's say like somebody who grew up in South Central wears it?
Not especially.
Nah, come on, bro. Like, and if a prep school kid is wearing his like khakis tucked in with a gray leather belt,
and it's all his size.
some loafers on,
to a nigga wearing size 42 Ben Davis pants.
he's sagging, he got it rolled
32.
up, you know, right? So like it's right, like it's a little bit different, right? So again, like the culture is, you know, is mainly when we say the culture is our culture, which is for us as black folks, by black folks right now.
Foundational black folks or all black people?
No, right here, but for example, right?
Because the foundations of hip hop also have Latins in it. So then, how are they excluded after the fact?
Foundate these nuts.
How so though?
I don't know. I feel like I could max all three of you out though at the same time.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, right. Nah, right. Because look, because I feel like, for example, right, like there are certain like in aspects, right, like for example, like the dancing, you know, like some type of beat pattern, right, can be attributed to the Latin people and to the Asians, right? But like after the development of hip hop currently, like we have kind of like saturated that aspect out of it, and now it's mainly just nigga shit, right? but right?
When everybody else, you said, oh, the Chinese, the whites, the this.
And
the
Josh's
that.
face looked
when it gets to
disgusting.
black people, it's nigga shit.
We've washed out like
What
their
happened to
aspects.
Brother Flocka Tunde?
I sorry, that's some king shit. That's
There
some
we go.
king shit, right?
Let's go.
That's some king shit.
Let's go,
Right,
brother.
But again, though, right? Like we still have to say, listen, you know, there's, you know, there are people who are guests, you know, in the culture, right? And you know,
So even though lands are part of the foundation, they're guests.
in hip hop culture, yeah, of course.
Yo, did China Mac recently have this convo or something like that?
Did he?
I feel like I heard this.
I really want to
convo.
watch this shit and
What
see what
happened?
they
They
say.
was calling him like a guest in hip hop, and he was trying to defend it.
No, I don't think they said like he was a guest in like in hip hop, right? I feel like they felt like he couldn't speak on the Math Hoffa and Troy Ave shit,
Because it's not his beef or because he's
which
not
is
the
some
same
street
race.
shit though, right?
I feel it.
Right? And right, so like, and if they're saying like, and like he's a guest to like street culture, he's not. He's, you know, like he is like street culture, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
totally feel it.
technically, Clive Campbell gets credit for creating hip hop, and he's a black man, so I can see why they say that too.
Bro, no, it's crazy though, right?
I want to Google that. You Google that right now?
Nah, bro, listen though, bro. I'm seeing a bunch of like Jamaicans, right, especially on Twitter now. Bruh, these niggas is trying to claim hip hop. Now listen,
Oh, DJ Cool Herc.
yeah,
Cool Herc was Jamaican. And at
Facts.
parties, they used to put these things on called rhythms, which is also instrumental.
Yeah.
And people would freestyle or toast. And then that's how hip hop was created. A lot of niggas was toasting at parties in the basements in the Bronx. And then niggas started doing it a lot more. At first, the DJ was more prevalent. And the rapper would just rap about how good their DJ was. And then the rapper started rapping about how good he was. Then it became expansive, and then you got party rap, you got gangster rap, you got hip hop, you got this, that. You got jams where people will bring speakers outside, have battles with other sound posses and shit like that. Battle rapping, which came from that, which is where niggas would go back and forth and pass the mic.
Facts.
It's all the same shit, bro.
It says, Flacco, that
So
hip hop started in the 70s, New York City, in the Bronx, as a collaboration between Black, Latinx, and Caribbean American youths.
Latinx.
Yeah.
Those are literally that's all three of you guys. So
That is.
It's interesting for you to claim it solely as yours when you have the origins of hip hop sitting right next to you as well, being represented right here.
Are
They
you okay?
did, though. What you
Are
mean?
you limping?
Nah, nigga, I just tripped over the cord.
Thought this fool broke his fucking ankle right here.
man, yeah, bro. So that, you know, again, man.
Fuck that Google fact.
Well, one, right? So again, though, right? Like, again, like
I love it.
a really early on an aspect of it, because let's say this, right? Like the Latinx and the Asians, like they probably had contributions to some of the beats, like really early on, but the culture has evolved past just that. Now, again, am I saying like they have no place in it? No, right? Like they have like some place in some pockets in like hip hop, but you know, but like they are not like, you know, like, right? Like I think it's fair for us to say they're indigenous to hip hop, right? Like they're still guests, in a culture.
Even though it's clear that they are indigenous
How though?
to hip hop. The fact is, he just read it.
Wait though, right? Wait though, and in the 1970s, right, when people talk about the conception of hip hop, that wasn't the actual, right? Like the 70s and the 80s was not the actual conception, right? Meaning, like for example, and if the if the Latina X or Latino X and the Asians contributed to some aspects of the original beats, that's cool. They still have contributions. But it quickly evolved though to now the rap came into play, right? Now the streetwear, right? Now the dance, and now other things came into play that made up different components of the culture. And so them having that very minute contribution really early on to the beats don't give them stake in the other things that extended past that.
I'm kind of with Flocko on this one, just because I would just say, all right, so if it's not, then why can't we really just name any like prominent like Latino rappers from like 1970s and shit, like during LL Cool J and them, like who was there with them?
Kid Frost.
Also,
Well, who else though? Like name some motherfuckers, because I don't even know who that is.
I don't listen to them niggas, but Kid Frost made this is for the roster. Wasn't that shit in Grand Theft Auto?
You're fucking so
San
stupid.
Andreas?
with also too though,
I'm right though, right?
yeah,
You're right.
bro. Listen, also too though. Okay, if they want credit, all right, and now they're indigenous and hip hop is their culture, bro. Let's be real. Like a bunch of the bachatas and the Spanish music, their beat patterns and beats and certain origins have components of African shit. You feel me? Right? So, should we lay claim to that? Is that our shit?
In 1977, the Bronx native DJ Disco Wiz was one half of the Mighty Force crew with Grandmaster Caz. So that's the first Latino rapper with the first black rapper, right? Grandmaster Caz.
Well, that means like
That's his partner. That's his crimey.
Yeah.
That's like if me and you, that's like if we're the Fat Boys
sure.
and I'm right here with you.
Yeah.
Am I not a equal part? Like I'm not a third?
I'll give you that.
No. Wait, listen.
said the dude
Listen,
that-
don't give him that.
He
Hell
just said
no.
to do that.
It's a fact. It's a Googleable fact.
But
Listen,
I will
right,
say
look,
he don't. All right, put it like
Now,
this.
are we the fucking majority? If that's what you're trying to say, okay, I feel that.
I
We're not.
understand, right? Listen, though, right? So look, though. Again, I understand that there may have been some Hispanic rappers who took on to hip hop really early and loved the movement that the blacks were playing on. Cool, but that don't
It
mean
was
that
his partner.
that it's a Hispanic thing.
Wasn't crazy like
Bronx, right?
a
Yeah.
Spanish breakdancer.
Facts.
Yeah, from the beginning of hip hop.
But we didn't have no parts of the dancing, I guess.
Niggas had a part in everything, bro.
Yeah, what you're like
Graffiti,
kind of forgetting here,
DJing,
Flocko, is
dancing,
yours.
rapping. I know niggas who did all of that. That's old Spanish niggas, bro.
Right, and you're associating this to all black people in the 70s when hip hop came from a very specific geographical area. So it's the people of that area that make up and the start of this culture and this history. So yes, the majority of those people living in that area, I think, were black and represent the majority of that culture, but they were absolutely Caribbean, Latina, like other contributing factors. And for you just to discredit them and say that they have no part in this is like
Everything.
That's
Everybody
a
keep
wild
arguing over
stance.
this shit, but
I
they
never said that they have no part in that shit, so I wasn't trying to say that. If that's what
people are failing to realize it's the music of the poor people. But they don't want to
100%.
admit. They don't want to admit that. Like everybody in these neighborhoods was poor. They was impoverished. They was challenged. It's the music of the poor people. It just so happened mostly black people lived there.
I look. So we will give. Okay, so look. So we will give them their indigenous stamp in hip hop. If they give us our indigenous stamps to bachata or whatever, like Spanish and Latina X music, like Bad Bunny and them got going on right now.
They do.
Fuck no, they don't. What?
Who don't?
Listen,
They all acknowledge that shit came from Africa.
who?
Let me just say
I've
the ones
never-
I speak
listen.
to. The ones I speak to.
I've never seen Bad Bunny pay homage to Afro drill.
But you
to
want that
Fela
nigga to come
Kuti.
out in a dashiki?
If they require that we, acknowledge that they are indigenous and pay homage to their,
Bad Bunny don't require that.
I guess, claim. No, I'm talking about like that community, right? If they require that we, I guess, acknowledge them as like as family and in the culture, then I just want for them to acknowledge that again, the very basic components of their beat patterns in what Bad Bunny is doing in bachata, et cetera, it came from African drums and African instruments.
Flacco, being indigenous and being influenced are two different things.
What's up?
Being indigenous means you were there from the inception of it. That's what I think their argument is, and that's what you don't want to like accept, but whatever.
Yeah.
Being influenced by other cultures is something that's happened throughout time in all of music. If you would like them to give you this credit, I bet that there's probably like 12 other major genres that probably also owe credit to this as well. And your origins of it probably come from somewhere else that you owe credit to as well. But you're probably not going to do the history to backtrack that.
Wait. Listen. There again, like there's nobody that influenced an Afro beats like but Africans. Right? But man, like we've talked like long enough about, like the indigenous like Latin folks in hip hop. Like, what's next?
Have you ever been to 1520 Cedric, where hip hop was started?
He never been.
I never been to the Bronx, no.
I have.
Ooh, hey man, yeah. Where the Bronx?
And I spit a freestyle right there.
Oh,
Hard,
shit.
that's hard.
I had sex in that building.
That's tight if that's true.
It's very true.
I even shot
it a
basketballs
project
at
now?
Ruckus.
Yeah.
At the Ruckus.
Damn, bro,
It's been a project.
that's crazy, bro. I would like feel like they should at least like tear it down and have a museum, right? Like to
For what? Niggas live there.
Hey, that's a crazy little street right there.
this is the
It
birth
looks
of hip hop.
rugged as fuck.
Bro, fuck hip hop, nigga.
Damn, my nigga said fuck hip hop.
If I live here and you want to tear this down and displace me because it was the birth of hip hop, nigga, fuck hip hop.
Or question though, right?
You think where reggae was invented, niggas can't live there, man? I'd
Questions,
rather
though.
live here.
Though, right? So, what if though, like people of the culture, like let's say like the Jay-Z's, the Kanye's, the Drakes, like like they come together and say, yo, listen, like we will pay for everybody to like relocate.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, man. You see, so listen, so Jay-Z and them,
Don't cause a problem without solving it. That's my only issue.
Facts.
yes, that's true.
Yeah, that's real.
That's true.